Well, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm super excited about Baccalaureate. Man, it's going to be a good one this year. We had some really great submission. There he is, Coach Kane. So hopefully you guys obviously are going to tune in. I'm excited for you guys, for the parents, for the teachers, the staff, and we're excited obviously for the seniors. But we're missing. Where's Arista at?
Baccalaureate! Andy! Andy, let's go! We're gonna be late. I'll meet you there, Andy.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Oh, you serious? Flip!
All right, VT seniors and soon-to-be graduates, welcome to your virtual baccalaureate. A word that, despite winning my first grade spelling bee with the word picture, I cannot spell baccalaureate. And spell check isn't much help either. But nevertheless, here we are. Here we are in your life, standing at a crossroads. Crossroads are the intersections of our lives. These incredible moments where we get to make choices about which direction we'll choose. In these crossroad moments of our lives, there is a tremendous amount of energy that is taking place at the crossroads. People gather at intersections. Ideas transform and exchange at intersections. We have to look into ourselves and ask ourselves, who are we? What are we made of? Where are we going? What do we want out of life in this next phase? So as we stand at this crossroads, full of energy, maybe fear, maybe excitement, I want to give you 3 things to know about the path that you're going to choose in the next phase of your life. The first thing that I want you to know about this path, it's not going to end where you think it will. It never does. If you'll take any 10-year period of your life, you cannot predict where you'll be at the end of that 10 years. Who would have ever thought 10 years ago that I would have spent the last 3 months, that all of us would have spent the last 3 months, pretty much stuck at home? You just can't predict it. And the jobs that you think you'll have or the goals that you set out to accomplish, they will shift and they will change and they will move, and the circumstances will be different than you can ever anticipate. And there's a beauty in that. There's honestly a sense of peace that comes from the knowledge that we cannot control our lives. What we can control and what we can take with us on this path, even though we don't know where it will end, our true map is our values and our choices. We do choose, and we choose what values we bring. and we choose how we show up in the world each day. And so as we navigate this unknown path, we take this character that we have been forging for the last 18 years, that we will continue to forge in the next 18 years, and we bring that for the journey, so that when we look around and go, well, I'm not quite sure where this is, or I didn't know that this is where this would be, we can know within ourselves who we are, what we stand for, and what we're trying to do and accomplish in our lives. The second thing that you need to know about this path is that it's going to be washed out in a lot of places. It's not going to be a smooth road. You're not going to be able to drop the tires down on it. You're going to have to be prepared to go down some not so beaten paths. You're going to be in places that don't look like a road at all, where the environment is not what you expect. And frankly, it can be pretty overwhelming. In fact, Jeremiah says, "So Jeremiah, if you're worn out in this foot race with men, what makes you think you can race against horses? And if you can't keep your wits during times of calm, what's going to happen when troubles break loose like the Jordan in flood?" And I'll tell you what's going to happen is you're going to have to look for your answers in places like Calcutta. You may be thinking, Calcutta? What do you mean Calcutta? India? Yes, Calcutta, India. When life seems overwhelming, let's take a page out of Mother Teresa's book. When the path seems unclear and we can't see much further than a few steps in front of us. When Mother Teresa traveled to Calcutta, India, she could have chosen to be overwhelmed by the suffering she saw. And in that being overwhelmed, that can lead us to inaction, to choosing to do nothing. But in her case, that wasn't her choice. She decided to act by picking up the first person she saw on the street. She didn't know where that would take her. She didn't know what impact she would have, but she responded to the suffering not with inaction, but with action. So when the road is uncertain and washed out, and we don't know which direction to go, we just take one step and one foot in front of the other. And finally, one last thing about this path as you make your decisions on these crossroads is you don't get to choose who you meet along the path, but you do get to choose who walks with you. And so as we consider those choices, make friends, avoid the bandits, be sure to serve those in need, and don't forget that you too are a person in need. I want to read this quote for you that says, "Being open to each other depends on trust. What we want is to create a community that meets the intrinsic needs of every individual. The individual can finally discover within the community something to relate to, because deep down inside each of us is a craving to be honored and be seen for who we are. Without a community, you cannot be yourself. The community is where we draw the strength needed to effect changes inside of us." So while we don't get to choose who's on our path, we know that we need them. We know that we need this community around us, and we've learned that in our time together at Village Tech, that we all belong, we all have a purpose, we all have a voice, we all have contributions to make. So be excited, maybe a little scared, maybe a little nervous about this crossroads that you stand at. The world is in unknown territory, and while that's going to bring more pain and more suffering than any of us wanted to experience, maybe at this juncture in our lives, those are the choices that are not really within our control. But who we are, the values we bring, the decisions we make, the actions we take, those are the things that we can do as we put one foot in front of the other and start to walk down this path. I'm so proud of you. You have brains in your head and you have feet in your shoes, and you can do anything that you set your mind to. And when things seem the hardest, don't stop. That's the moment when change is about to take place. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'll miss you. Don't be strangers. Do good things. Thank you for being a part of this village. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a second and encourage you as you head into this next chapter of your life. Psalms 37:23-24 says, "The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand." God has a plan for you. And although you may not see it right now, even though you will stumble and you will lose your way and you will find yourself surrounded by darkness at times, if you have faith in Him, He will never let you fall. He is directing you and He is showing you where to go, and if you are willing to listen, He will lead you places that you never thought possible. He will do abundantly more than you can ever imagine. He has such amazing plans for your life, and so I just want to encourage you to follow His lead. Next, I want to share with you that you are made perfectly by God. You are created to be exactly who you are. He has given you your gifts and your talents. He gave you your personality and all of your quirks. He made you perfect. So don't ever forget your worth, because you are loved and created by the Creator of our universe. And as you remember your worth, you must also remember the worth of those around you. Because just as you're created by God, so are they. So is everyone around you, regardless of what they believe, regardless of what they think, or regardless of what they do. Everyone deserves our kindness. And it is not enough to simply want the world to be a kinder and better place. It has to start with us. We have to be willing to put ourselves aside and lead with love. And so with that, I just want to encourage you to always remember that God has a plan for you, and there is incredible things that you are going to do in this world. And you are not alone in doing it. You have people here that want to help you, and you have an amazing God who wants to help you. And always find your worth in God. And but most importantly, show the love of God to those around you, because you are loved by God. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. I'm so thankful to have all of you in my life. Thank you.
Congratulations, Village Touch Class of 2020. You guys did it. You made it. Good job. Through like the oddest, strangest circumstances ever. But I figure, you know what? If you guys make it through this, you can make it through anything, right? So if I had one short message to leave for you guys, it would be to stay creative. Because we have lots of problems in the world, lots of things you're going to face, lots of challenges, and you're going to need that creativity to overcome them. So for now, congratulations, you did it. Enjoy it, and good luck.
Hello, class of 2020. I wanted to tell you all that I am so proud of you on your graduation. So congratulations. I wish you all nothing but the best and so much success in your future. I know the world better watch out, because you all are coming with so many talents and so much self-confidence. I miss you all so much. I also want you to know that people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And you all made me feel so blessed and proud to be a teacher. I miss you all, and I love you, and congratulations again on your graduation.
Congratulations to the Village Tech Class of 2020. You've made it. Now, before you go out into the real world on whatever path you're taking, college, the workforce, technical school, community college, the military, whatever, there's a few rules that you need to know. Well, they're more like guidelines. I've picked these up through my very, very limited time as an adult, so take them with a grain of salt. Number 1, always have a made bed. No matter what kind of day you have, a bed that is freshly made and just pressed and your pillows are nice and fluffed, it'll turn a bad day good, a good day great. Number 2, have a schedule. Keep yourself on a schedule. However, you need to know when to go off that schedule. It's great to know what you have to do when, however, you need to know when to stop and smell the roses. Number 3, try new things, go meet new people. Number 4, Travel with a full suitcase, but an open mind. Number 5, learn a new skill at least twice a year. If you told me back my freshman year of college that I would start collecting fountain pens and learning about ink and pens and paper, man, I would have just looked at you sideways because that was not where my head was at. Number 6, reinvent yourself. If you weren't okay with the way you were in high school, you didn't think you were your best self, take this opportunity to be the person you think you should be, or the person you know you can be. Number 7, for each new book you read, go reread an old one. Number 8, think about the change you want to see in the world and align your goals towards that. Number 9, always carry a notebook, one of these. You never know when you're going to need it. Number 10, you can never overpay for good food, good stationery, or good friends. Number 11, every hero has a past and every villain has a future. Remember that. Number 12, take a chance to be a new person. 13, live your life the like you'd want it to be told to your great-great-grandkids. Make it a good story. Make it balanced. Don't lean too heavily towards drama, towards comedy, towards action. Have a good mix of all of them. 14, always drink water. That's just plain and simple. I can't go into more detail. Just drink water. Water's good for you. Number 15, live. Not just for yourself, but for others. 16, be yourself. 17, have an adventurous heart, but don't lose your sound mind. 18, home is where you are surrounded by good company, good conversation, and great ideas. You'll notice there's a lot of 3s in here. 19, no person is an island. Ask for help when you need it. Give help when you can. And 20, no person is perfect. Be quick to forgive and slow to judge. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hey, congratulations, class of 2020. You guys have done it. This is amazing. It's an amazing time for all of us, but just because we get to see and just celebrate you all, not in the way that we are used to, and not what you have been waiting for. All of those things, the proms and the graduation, the dances, and you deserved it all, and more. So you guys will forever be in our hearts. Can't tell you just how proud so many of us are, how strong and you have shown yourself to be, just as you did when you first started at VT, and you've come a long way. One of the things that I remember the most about this class is just how respectful and obedient you guys were to me and to Coach De La Cruz at the time, as Piedra now. You guys were our favorite class. Y'all were so much fun. Y'all got along. Lots of close friendships. And we just had a really good time. So I am honored to have been a part of your lives, even for just a bit. I will continue to pray for you guys and for just the best, for your safety, for your just good health, and for all the amazing things that I know that you guys are going to do here in the near future. I can't wait to hear all about it and to see those wonderful things. Good job, guys. So proud.
Congratulations to the students at Village Tech High School. It is indeed a pleasure to congratulate the class of 2020. So I put together this song to send you off on your journey. Seniors, get ready, for that train's coming, picking up seniors from around the world. There ain't no need for no luggage and baggage. You don't need no ticket, just get on board. Let me hear you say VT. VT, let me hear you say VT. VT, let me hear you say ch, 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 ch. Get ready, ch, 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 ch. Get ready, ch, ch, ch.
Hi, seniors. I don't know if you guys know this, but you were my very first students. There I was, fresh out of college, didn't know what I was doing, and there you guys were staring up at me, and all I could think was, these guys are gonna figure out that I don't know what I'm doing. And I was freaking out. But it turned out okay because you guys were amazing students. I'm gonna miss all of you guys so much, and I just want to thank you for being the best first students I could have ever had.
What's going on, VT? It's Coach O'Neal. Just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020, guys. So proud of you. We're all proud of you. Continue to do great things.
Congratulations, Village Tech seniors. I am so proud of you and what you have accomplished so far. It has been an honor for me to teach, learn, and grow with you, and I'm looking forward to see what y'all do in the future. Let's go.
VT seniors of 2020, congratulations on all your hard work. I know that you guys are going to go off and do great things in life, and look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the near future. Congratulations and have a great summer.
Class of 2020! Oh my goodness. The time is here. I cannot even believe it. You know, one of my favorite things is when the seniors walk the campus in their cap and gowns and the littles get so excited to give high fives and look up to them. And that experience will not be the same for you. But what occurred to me is you don't need it. You've already given that to them. You have walked tall and set footsteps for them to follow all year long. The courage, the creativity, the passion that you all have for what you do, carry that with you. And thank you for showing that to our littles. They have beautiful footsteps to walk in.
Hey, class of 2020, you made it, you did it, whoop, whoop. I'm so incredibly proud of all of you. You all have touched my heart since the very first day I walked onto the VT campus, and you're my very first PE class at 8 a.m. There's nothing better than seeing a bunch of 8th graders that early in the morning. But it was fun times, and I created a lot of lasting friendships with y'all, not only through PE, but through church and through softball and the other many events that happened at the VT campus. I know that I will miss you dearly in the fall, but I know great things are in front of you. I can imagine the great things that you're gonna do. I just wanted to say that I pray for your success wherever this life may lead you. Always know that VT has got your back. Once a squid, always a squid, right? Class of 2020, I'm incredibly proud to know you, and I love you all very much. Do great things. I know you will. Love you all. Mwah, mwah.
Class of 2020, it's Coach Ben, and I'm super excited and super pumped for you guys to be graduating. I'm so proud of you for all the work that you've done and all the work that you will do in the future. I know I wasn't asked to speak, but if you know me, you know I have to, so I have to give a few words here. And I want you to take this moment, I need you to do something for me, and I want you to enjoy this moment. And I know it's weird, and I know it's awkward, and it's different than what you imagined it would be, but I want you to enjoy the moment that you have before you, because it'll never happen again. This moment, at your age, with the people around you in this graduating class, it's not gonna happen again. And while that might be a fun memory to think of right now, and it might be a scary memory to think of right now, it's going to happen. And the truth is that every moment that passes by you throughout this life, you'll never get that back. Everything that happens only happens once in the exact same place, in the exact same time, the exact same way. So I need you to take a moment and enjoy it. Enjoy every second that passes by. Enjoy the feelings. Enjoy the way things are around you and the sounds that you hear around you, the way the sunshine looks upon you. I need you to enjoy every moment that you get through this, because as you walk across that stage, those moments won't ever come back. And that's something I need you to do for me as you go off into your next journey. And you go through the years that next journey takes you, and wherever life takes you, and enjoy those moments and enjoy every second of what it is that you do. Enjoy it, because it's never going to come again. And while that's a scary thought, while that sounds a little dark and mean, it's meant to be a beautiful thing, because change is a beautiful thing. And while it's hard and difficult, the change coming up in your life, the next major one at least, is a beautiful thing. And we're super excited for you, and I hope again you get a chance to enjoy the moment as it comes and takes a moment through it. The last thing I want to say, second thing I want to say, is about your senior defense. And I've explained this a little bit to some of the kids that I coach throughout my senior defense and some other people who are just willing to listen to me. But your senior defense is not so much about how much VT has impacted your life and how great VT is. Hopefully it was a chance for you to realize how great you are. And hopefully it was a chance for you to realize how far you've come along this journey. While we love to hear about how great VT is, hopefully it's a chance that you realize throughout this that you've grown from point A to point B. You've started this journey and you've become a different but better and new improved person. And hopefully it's a chance for you to realize that no matter what life throws at you, no matter what the next challenge may be, what the next step is, hopefully it's all what we imagine, but maybe it's not. Regardless, it's a chance for you to realize that whatever that challenge is, that you can overcome that. I know I love to throw the champions find a way phrase out, but you've found ways. You found ways through this. You found ways through all the difficult things that you've come through, whether it's your freshman year, sophomore year, or junior year, or even this year is your senior year. Every challenge that you've faced, you've overcome. And I want you to take that opportunity to realize that within you, you have that ability and you have that power to continue to overcome those challenges, regardless of where life takes you. We're incredibly proud of you. You're always welcome to come back. You know how to reach out to most of your teachers and most of your coaches. I know some other people are offering this, but if you ever need anything from me, don't hesitate. I'm always here for you and willing to help you in any possible way that I possibly can. We're always excited to see you come back, but we're always excited to see you wherever you go into the future and what life takes you, whether that be college or the next job or whatever that is. Great things are coming your way. We could not be more proud of you.
The class of 2020. You guys and girls brought a smile to my face every day. I'm so glad that I was given the opportunity to work with all of y'all. You all have the potential to be amazing adults who change the world. Don't let anybody hold you back. Look at all of the things you've already accomplished. Look at all of the things you accomplished this year. Go and do great things. You'll always be a part of the village. Don't forget to come home and visit. We love y'all. I love y'all.
Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord, plans for good and not for evil, that you can have a future and a hope." I have turned to this verse so many times in my life when things have seemed uncertain, and I don't know of a time when it would be more uncertain than the one that we're living in. Life's a lot different than it was a couple of months ago. It's important to me to know that God has a plan. When God spoke these words, He was talking to a people also who were living in uncertain times. They were captives. They were living far from their homes and were slaves, and yet God was telling them they had a hope. They needed to know that. They needed to know that life was someday going to be different. That's the message that the Bible still gives you, is there is a hope. Life will be different. And what He says about these plans is that they're for good, not for evil. God has plans for good for you. There are better days coming. That dream you've had for your life is still attainable. It's still there. So sometimes I need to know there's a plan. Especially in days like this, when it seems like every day is like the one before. I need to know that there's a future. That every day is not going to be like this. And I take comfort in that. But also that there is a hope. Sometimes I need to know that there's a plan. Sometimes I need to know there's a future. Sometimes I need to know there is a hope. And sometimes I just need it all. The day has been such that it just seems like nothing is right and nothing is going to be right. these verses serve as an encouragement that that's just not the case. Better days are coming, and they're coming for you.
Class of 2020 VT, you are now graduates, and what an accomplishment that is to say in this time and circumstances that we're in. I know it doesn't look like what we imagined it would be, but nonetheless, it does not take away from what an amazing accomplishment this is for you guys. I'm very proud of you. Just wanted to let you know that as you end one journey, a new one awaits you in life, and I look forward to what that journey brings for you guys, and I look forward to some way or shape or form of you coming back and sharing that journey with us. And you know, as long as you're resilient, tenacious, when you get knocked down, get back up, because that's what life is about. Because those challenges and obstacles will come. You know, it's not a bed of roses. It's not all sunshine. Those days will come. They will. But there are days where you will get knocked down, and you have to get back up. And that's one of the most important things that I would say to you guys. And you know, I wish I could celebrate with each and every one of you in your own way, but just know that I am so proud of you guys, and the impact that you've had upon my time at VT is special and dear to me. So I know that once you go out into the world, that you'll impact other lives as well. So cheers to you guys. Congratulations. I love you guys. Like I said, I look forward to seeing where your journey takes you. Take care.
Congratulations, Village Tech Class of 2020! Hi, my VT seniors. It's Miss DeJohn, also known as Miss Case, to you all. Before COVID, I was looking forward to watching you all across the stage, and I'm just as disappointed as all of you that we have to abide by social distancing. I just wanted to weigh in and let you know how proud I am of each and every one of you. You're the best group of students and young people I've ever taught. You all have what it takes to survive this madness and then shape the world into a better place. You all appreciate the smaller things that most people take for granted. So I know you all will thrive and continue to excel in life. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. You all are very special to me. We share many great experiences I will forever cherish, like in my tutoring, from homecoming to setting up prom for class of 2018, from all the little mini field trips to fundraisers. Each was very special to me, and you guys made it happen. So I just want to wish you guys the best and congratulate you on your graduation.
Today I get the opportunity to say something that I wish I could say to you guys in person. All of you seniors are preparing yourselves to enter a new chapter in life. Now, you may not know what road you're going to take. That is okay. But you all have one thing in common. You are going to change the world. Little words of advice: follow your passion and be risk takers. But at the same time, analyze those risks and make smart choices. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself a little. Next, be open to others' ideas. You will meet people and you may not agree or share the same views, but something can almost always be gained. Take time to listen and learn from each other. And last, a quote from Hemingway: focus on being a better you, not a better them. Don't get caught up in being better than someone else or having more things than another person. Social media portrays this attitude. Strive to focus on how you can be a better person today than you were yesterday. And I'd like to end this with a verse from Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about everything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and mind as you live in Christ Jesus. Thanks. I love you all, and I wish you the best in life.
What it do, baby? What's up, class of 2020? Coach Kane here, wishing you guys love and all the best on your adventures. If you guys ever need me, know where to find me. B2 for life.
Hi, my name is Robert Johansson. I'm the Assistant Superintendent here at Village Tech Schools. Number 1, congratulations. You've made it. You've completed 12 years of hard work. Congratulations. Some of you I've known for a few years. Some of you I've known for a very long few years, pre-K, kindergarten. In that time, I've been able to work with you, help you with your studies, and watch how you've grown. That has benefited me. I appreciate watching young people be successful, and I know others have benefited from you being around them also. So I appreciate you being a part of this Village Tech community. You have finished the first part of your journey. Very important. Now comes the next part of your journey. Because you have been so successful with the first part, the next part is going to just require a few more things from you. More goals, more hard work, and also more successes. I am proud of you. I know you can do this. I know your journeys that you are putting together for your life are going to be successful because of what I've seen. If you ever need help, we're here at Village Tech Schools. If you'd like to visit, come back to Village Tech Schools. We're here for you. Again, congratulations. I'm proud of you. You've done a great job. You have about 1 week, and then the hard work starts on your second part of your journey. Congratulations. I wish you the best in your future. Thank you.
Hey guys, I just want to encourage you with this as we go into this new season and chapter of life that I think is really important to remember. And that is to, 1, don't be afraid to be different, and 2, stand firm in your faith. So don't be scared to be different. In the Bible, we are called to be set apart. Jesus was an outcast. Yes, he had people that liked him, but he also had people that hated him because he was different. So don't be afraid to be different. And, in 1 Corinthians 16:13, it says, be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, and be strong. Be on your guard, watch out for the new temptations that are going to come your way. And stand firm in your faith, be rooted in God and in your identity in him. Because, you'll have new friends, you'll have new opportunities, new experiences, new things that are going to come. But nothing is consistent. Nothing stays the same. There's going to be change throughout your whole life, throughout this next year and in your friend group and all of that. But the one thing that will not change is God. In Hebrews 13:8, it says God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Again, all of those things change. Your circumstance changes. But the one thing that will not change is the faithfulness of God, the goodness of God. The God that will not let you or fail you. That is the thing that does not change. So just be rooted in that. Continue to stand firm in your beliefs. Don't let your friends or what other people are doing dictate your faith. Don't let your feelings dictate your faith either. I think that's really important to remember. And in Psalms 28:20 verse 8, it says, they are brought to their knees and fall, but we will rise up and stand firm. While the world falls around us, while people continue to make mistakes, and yes, as Christians, we'll make mistakes, but we will also get back up and we will rise and we'll become stronger in our faith. And when we go through those rough patches, just know and remember you're not alone. God is there. He is faithful. He is walking with you through that. In every single moment, in every single season of your life, he will not leave. And so I just want to leave you with that. I just encourage you, again, just don't be scared to be different. You don't want to leave college, with any regrets. I wish I could have reached more people. I wish I could have done this, so just live life to the fullest and stand firm in your identity in God and in your standards and your morals, and don't base it off of other people, but just root it firmly in what God says and in the Word of God. So thank you.
Hey, class of 2020. First of all, I just want to say thanks for letting me be your teacher again this year. I really enjoyed being back in the classroom with you. More than being your teacher, I enjoyed just having conversations with you and hearing about what was going on in your lives, the jobs you had, your future plans. You know, the end of this school year kind of ended like the presentation that ends with so yeah. You know, we're kind of left, whoa, wait, isn't there supposed to be more? Isn't there something else? You know, we're all missing out on some of those really cool things that take place in our life. And some of us are probably feeling grief, and that's okay. But what I want to encourage you to do is to be able to move past that grief. You know, the things that we're missing out are largely symbolic. They symbolize the hard work, the dedication, the perseverance, the grit, maybe some sacrifice that it took to get to this point, the point of being a high school graduate. And we're missing out on some of those symbols of that. But what those symbols are not, they are not the accomplishment itself. It is not the hard work. It is not the dedication, the perseverance, and the grit. Those are the things that you have done to bring you this point to where you are graduating. And no one can take that away from you because you did the hard work. You made the accomplishment. So I just want to encourage you to take time to celebrate, even if it's not in the normal or the traditional ways of celebrating. You know, we're letting you go. We're sending you out into the world as teachers. We've done everything we can for you. That's not true. You know, you can always come back. But we are sending you out, and with high expectations and great hopes. And so my encouragement to you is, again, to celebrate this time. Remember your accomplishment and go out and do great things.
Well, I don't know if you all have been as disoriented as I have been since spring break, but I have to applaud you all on your ability to adapt. I'm not a big Zoom guy, so you've got to realize that I care a lot about y'all to do something like this. I've never been asked to speak at a baccalaureate service, and I don't work at VT anymore, so I'm just going to go rogue. Just kidding. I'll try to stay on script. I thought I'd share a little bit about each one of you and what I see in you and encourage you in that way. I only got to teach most of you once, and it was great. William, I have really enjoyed seeing you perform through the years. People like you, but most of the time, that's called leadership. Make sure that you point people in the right direction. Itzel, I still remember all the amazing art pieces you used to make during engineering class. I'm not sure where your creative side has taken you in these last few years, but I'm sure it's pretty amazing. Alexis and Maddie, I'm going to cheat and group y'all together. Y'all were amazing in my freshman classes, always so responsible. Too bad it's taken like 3 years for all the boys to catch up. Ba-ching. Good Josh, that's Andrade to those who know. I respect you and your family so much. You really have a great sense of integrity, and I've always thought that. Zyria, I love your confidence. There's so many kids in this senior class that have that quality, but yours is exemplary. Never let go of that joy. Joy is more than your circumstances. It reminds me of a verse that I like. Count it all joy whenever you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. Mahalia and Jenna, I have to cheat again and group y'all together because all I can remember is you guys being my anchors in third block. I appreciate your gifts of kindness and steadfastness. Brandon, I never got the chance to teach you, but I always had the feeling that you were a respectful and loyal person. Isis, I think your quality is growth. You have constantly evolved your interests and personalities through high school, and that is something that will serve you well in life. Isabel, I think your gift is giving. You seem invested in your friends and making sure they are always rising to the occasion. Gio, I still remember having you in flag football in 6th grade. You always went long and got open, and then 6 huge guys would jump on you. You have amazing courage and I was always happy to see you interning with your church. Samantha, I really enjoyed hearing about your journey through the senior defense critique I got to sit through. I know you're authentic and that you have a really compassionate heart. You're amazing and no one would disagree. Alexa, you have the quality of assurance and making people fit in. Thanks for stepping in so many times when I or another teacher really needed help in filling a need. I think you're going to be a CEO or something. Josh Gerhardt, I appreciate your honesty and loyalty. I won't ever forget the time I got duped into buying pizza for the whole entire programming class. Was that just once or maybe more than that? Chris, I appreciate your perseverance. It was awesome to see you put your head down and do your best at whatever sport or project you were working on. Oh, and just so you know, I've forgiven you for everything in 9th grade. Just kidding. Creston, I love your boldness and initiative. Everything with you was always 100% effort and 100% respect to me. Michaela never got to cross paths much after freshman year, but from talking to the other teachers, you continued on the same great path. Faith, I appreciate your calm attitude and demeanor, and your resilience. When I think about your high school journey, I think about the verse, "For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control." Robert, I want to be like you when I grow up. You always smile when you meet people, except when you don't, and that's because you are an authentic person that's not afraid to let people in. Rose, I never got a chance to talk to you much either after 9th grade, but I know you've accomplished some great things. Noah Slaughter, you also have the gift of staying calm, and yet you really know how to show that excitement for life. James, I'm glad to hear you're going into a technical field. You have amazing gifts of problem solving. Noah Perez, I don't think I ever went a day in 9th grade without giving you a hard time about something or another. I think you've got the gift of imagination and nonconformity. We need people like you that are stubborn enough to think there's another way. ZP, Zach Price, should I get you a computer bag for your graduation present? Seriously, I am in debt to you for so many funny moments over the years, and more than that, I think you have the gift of passion because you do things that you love because you love doing them. That didn't make any sense, but I'm not going to record this whole thing again just for that. Matthew, I never officially had you on any class roster, but you were in my classroom a lot more than people that were supposed to be in my classroom. I appreciate your methodical and thoughtful approach to every situation. John Reddick, I'm sorry about how much I razzed your SoundCloud, but you need to apologize for posting 16,000 things on social media every day. Seriously, I appreciate your confidence and your flexibility. Graydon, I was blown away by the change from freshman to junior year. Your focus is amazing, and it gives me hope for what people can accomplish over their 4 years in high school. Shane, like so many other people, our paths didn't cross much after 9th grade, but I watched the other teachers talk about the great things you were accomplishing. Jay Rizzle, also known as Josh Rocker. See what I had to do when I had like 5 Joshes in the same exact class? I think you have the gift of service. You come alongside others in a way that doesn't humiliate or intimidate. Noah Solomon, you've got the gift of peace. You are always able to bring your friends together in a sense of unity. Aya, I never had the chance to teach you, but I know you have the gift of triumph. There was never anything that seemed to make you defeated, and you carried confidence with you everywhere you went. Seth, I'm so happy to see where you are now. You know how much teachers put into your life. I hope you take all the wisdom they've given you to heart. Elena, I think you have the gift of authority. You never play part of victim and you stand your ground. And finally, last but not least, Josh Wilson, I think you have the gift of inquisitiveness. As a teacher, I always struggle to stay ahead of your thought process. I pray you will go forth with that gift in humility and in power. I'm probably over my time limit, but each of you in the class of 2020 means so much to me. You guys are so much of the reason that I miss teaching, and if I could come back and do 9th grade year over again, I would do it in a heartbeat. Just not with third block. Just kidding. Bye, guys. Love y'all.
Hey, I want to take a few seconds to say a few words to you. These last 85 days have been some of the best days of my life. It's going to be so hard to say goodbye to you. The kids don't want you here. And my wife doesn't like you at all. Goodbye, my sweet quarantine beard. I will never, never forget you. Dear class of 2020, in 2 days your high school journey is over, and it'll be my bittersweet duty to pass you along to your next mentor. Whether they are teachers, professors, craftsmen, or bosses, it is upon you, squids, to remember that you are the leaders of your own learning. You will meet many types of mentors, willing and unwilling, wise and unwise, and caring and uncaring. But I feel safe in the fact that you have the ability to look past the negatives and see the positives and learn. I know that we are sending out into the world critical thinkers. Over the last few weeks, and especially over the next few days, you will hear a lot of the same stuff. Phrases like, you made it, follow your dreams, be real to who you are. Words like choices, paths, journeys, success. You've known me for always doing two things: keeping it real and lifting you up. I want you to know that this is not the hardest time in your life. Things do get harder, but you are not alone. I am always here. We are always here. You know my email. You know my number. If you need me, reach out. I'd like to leave you with this well-known parable that was framed in my home growing up. I saw it every day, and every so often I really needed it. I would read it and find solace in it and just think about the words and the meaning. It's called Footprints. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to him, and the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed out across the sky, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times in his life. This really bothered him, and he questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the times of my most troubles, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why when I needed you most, you would leave me. The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you. During your times of trials and suffering, when you see only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. You are never alone, class of 2020. I love you.